All right. Cool. So then, yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome to my presentation today on leveling up, expanding 3D worlds with GIS. Now, I'm going to start a little bit differently. Did you know that every minute the world loses 23 hectares of land to urbanization? And if you don't know how much that is, that's the equivalent of 35 football fields or about 60 Olympic-sized swimming pools. And as our cities continue to sprawl, we're not only losing valuable natural resources and habitats, but we're also exposing ourselves to more risks and more vulnerabilities. And urbanization isn't just an urban issue, it's a global one. So how we design, how we plan, and how we manage our cities will determine not only our own quality of life, but also, quite frankly, the fate of the planet. Now, with that being said, I'm Taisha Fabricius. I'm apparently the bearer of bad news, doom and gloom, but I'm also a product manager and XR capability lead at a company called Esri. And I'm thrilled to be here with you all today to delve into this exciting fusion of creativity and technology, which, yeah, quite frankly, is one of my favorite intersections to be in. Now, for a lot of you here, Esri might not be a company that you're necessarily very familiar with. So here's a little bit of background on who we are. Esri is a world leader in geographic information systems, so that's GIS, and has over 10 million users all over the world. And at its core, GIS is a technology that allows us to capture, store, analyze, and visualize spatial data. So essentially, it's about understanding the world through maps and geographic information. But GIS is so much more than just mapping. It's a powerful tool for unlocking insights about our world and making informed decisions based on spatial relationships. Esri's pioneered something called the geographic approach, which builds upon the foundation of GIS to provide a comprehensive framework for solving complex problems. And this approach embraces the power of location intelligence to connect people, places, and data, enabling organizations to gain deeper insights into their operations and environments. By taking a geographic perspective, Esri helps organizations uncover patterns, identify trends, and anticipate challenges, empowering them to make smarter decisions and drive positive change. And I'll quote a little bit from our mission statement here too, which might help to explain my dramatic intro before. But with a commitment to innovation and a focus on collaboration, Esri continues to lead the way in leveraging the power of geography to address some of the world's most pressing challenges and create a more sustainable and equitable future for all. So with all that being said, and also knowing the presentations that you've already seen already, I'm going to go ahead and assume that my presentation today is going to come from a very different place to what you've seen and what you're probably used to. But bear with me. So I'm going to focus a lot on something called digital twins. In a digital twin, it's not just about maps and data anymore. And it's certainly not about any of these things being disjointed or disconnected or siloed. It's about everything being interconnected and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. What you see here is a digital twin of Boston, built up on real-world GIS data and visualized in a browser. Technology's come so far, and the creation of worlds using real data is here, and it's at our fingertips. So imagine this, building virtual replicas of real-world objects, of environments, or even entire cities. And this is brought to life through the power of real-time data. And digital twins are so much more than just simulations. They're essentially windows into parallel universes, and probably the closest thing that we have to a crystal ball. So I'm going to delve a little bit more into the concept of digital twins today, because I'm assuming it's not something that you're all that familiar with just yet. But it does fit the topic of 3D environments because it is all about creating a digital representation, a digital environment of our own real-world environments. So as I just mentioned, digital twins are not just digital replicas. They're living, breathing simulations of the real world. They were born in the realm of aeronautical engineering, and these virtual doppelgangers have reshaped industries by bridging the gap between the digital and the physical realms. So picture this, a jet engine monitored in real time through its digital twin counterpart, and it's predicting maintenance needs before a single bolt even loosens. That's the power of digital twins, because they're not just mirroring reality, they're also shaping it. And they're guiding us towards efficiency and innovation and a deeper understanding of complex systems. But their impact extends far beyond aerospace. In healthcare, for example, digital twins help doctors simulate and predict the behavior of organs, guiding precise surgical interventions. In manufacturing, they optimize production lines, predicting equipment failures and minimizing downtime. And even ski resorts are using digital twins these days to plan their operations, make sure that there's adequate snow coverage that lasts for the whole entire season. And as technology propels us forward, the horizon for digital twins expands endlessly, promising a future where every aspect of our world can be explored and optimized and understood like never before. And in this age of complexity, digital twins are our guiding light. They're illuminating the path to a more connected, efficient, and sustainable future. So these digital twins, these technological marvels, they're made possible by the convergence of lots of different breakthrough technologies, but I'm going to focus on these three key breakthrough technologies today. The first one is cloud collaboration. So cloud collaboration, it seamlessly brings together data sets, enabling smooth collaboration across platforms and tools. The second game changer, of course, AI and machine learning. And this technology is set to revolutionize data management and maintenance. So take, for example, this map that you can see here from the Halo Trust, which is a non-profit focused on landmine removal. In Mariupol, Ukraine, they're using AI to identify damaged structures, aiding government efforts in verification and recovery. Through localized training data sets, they can pinpoint damaged buildings across the cities, which is a crucial step in the path to rebuilding. And the third technology is the ability to leverage real-time visualization technology, or game engines, for geospatial applications. 3D visualization has added tremendous value, and now with the capacity to bring large-scale geospatial data into realistic simulations, the possibilities are seemingly endless. And like I said, this is just the beginning. Game engines are evolving into this go-to developer technology as well for all new hardware, especially in the augmented and virtual reality space. So think of all of these enabling technologies that contribute to digital twins. So from reality capture to Internet of Things to open data, all of these things, when brought together, all these technologies support the creation of these smart digital realities and are paving the way for transformative solutions in various industries. Imagine if we could take that same level of precision and foresight that these engineers apply to designing jet engines and apply it to something far more complex, our built environment. So unlike a jet engine, which is a finely tuned machine, our cities are intricate systems of systems, and each component is interconnected in a delicate dance of function and form. And so enter the concept of a geospatial citywide digital twin, which is a relatively new innovation emerging from the architecture, engineering, and construction field, known as AEC. And this digital twin is essentially akin to a high-fidelity model of a project site, providing a comprehensive representation of the built environment. But why is this necessary? Consider the intricate choreography that's required to ensure that, for example, the assets of a building, so the structural steel beams and the plumbing, don't inadvertently clash with each other. And while this level of detail is crucial for individual projects, its significance is magnified when we think about the broader context of a city. Imagine simulating an entire building project within the bustling streets of a city. How would the construction affect the casting of shadows? How would it alter wind patterns? Or how would it contribute to the noise pollution in surrounding neighborhoods? And then what if unforeseen disasters strike, like a flood or a fire or even a conflict? And now multiply these considerations by the countless projects that are happening simultaneously within a city. And then this complexity just becomes staggering. Yet with a geospatial digital twin, we have the ability to navigate this complexity and to anticipate challenges and to design resilient, sustainable cities that thrive in the face of adversity. How we experience content is evolving. It's becoming richer. It's becoming more immersive. These experiences are all based on a common connected data environment, something that we'll call a system of record, supporting various objectives across various industries. GIS creates digital twins of both the natural and the built environment, integrating diverse digital models to power these new experiences. So, what is this ominous system of record that I mentioned? I mentioned before that all of this is a collaborative process. And to collaborate efficiently, we need to be coming from the same place. We can all relate to the impacts of urbanization. It's something that we hear a lot about, and we are aware that it's happening. But we also need to be coming from the same data place as well in order to plan for future cities accurately and adequately. We need to be coming from the same system of record, which allows us to work together efficiently, globally. And there are so many different data types and formats out there. And this system of record is bringing together all of the world's information as geospatial infrastructure, as this geospatial system of record. So here we're taking a peek at a real-time replica of the offshore wind farm Beatrice in northern Scotland. It's a web application that combines environmental information with building information models, like the one displayed here, of a wind turbine, along with a network information model as well. And this model shows the connections between individual turbines within larger fields. And it's helping to trace errors along these relationships. And location acts as the ultimate integrator of all this seemingly unrelated data. We can connect these digital models and provide a comprehensive view, adding value by offering insights into the bigger picture. Now let's explore Almere, a town in the Netherlands. Thanks to advancements in web applications, harnessing the power of digital twins for insights into areas like Almere has become more accessible than ever before. We can blend traditional maps with 3D models of the land, providing valuable insights, especially in areas like Almere, where the landscape might change over time due to it being reclaimed land. And the 3D model we're using here was crafted meticulously from specialized images to ensure accuracy. And what's remarkable is that you don't need to be a GIS professional to access and utilize these tools. We can also enhance the model with additional details, like precise location information for a more comprehensive view. And through these web interfaces, anyone can perform measurements, for example, or examine section views and explore various display options. And we can even incorporate weather simulations, like rain, to heighten the realism of the scene as well, all within the convenience of a web browser. Communities worldwide are also increasingly realizing the potential of creating simple open data portals and the benefits of engaging with both the community and professional stakeholders in a two-way dialogue. And to support this, technology has been developed to extend the open data portal concept through initiatives that align open data with specific projects or use cases. And these initiatives can then be standardized and easily replicated for broader adoption. Open data portals provide transparent access to a wealth of information for everybody, fostering collaboration and innovation. They empower citizens, businesses, policymakers to make informed decisions, which is driving economic growth, social development, and environmental sustainability. And by democratizing access to data, open data portals promote accountability as well, transparency and inclusivity, ultimately leading to stronger, more resilient communities. So let's explore how these concepts come to life through engagement hubs, using the city of Zwolle in the Netherlands as an example. They've established a platform to showcase initiatives, complete with interactive maps and applications, alongside their open data portal. An engagement hub serves as a centralized platform for communities to access valuable information and resources, simplifying the process of searching for data and maps and ensuring accessibility for a wide range of users. Moreover, it allows for seamless exploration of datasets both in 2D and in 3D formats, empowering individuals and organizations to drive informed decision-making and foster collaboration within the community. Another prime example of this is the municipality of Karlskrona in Sweden, where open data initiatives have revolutionized the urban planning process. In urban planning, there are two key components: plans and projects. Plans refer to long-term land use and policy initiatives, and projects are short-term proposals typically submitted by architects. When we open this plan, you'll see a bunch of tools that will facilitate things like scenario planning within the context of the 3D city model. And we can make changes to the underlying policy zones, such as adjusting maximum building heights. And additionally, alternatives can be created for individual buildings, allowing for changes to land use, to the number of floors or units and building heights. And furthermore, we can also experience a street view and compare proposed changes to existing conditions. Advanced spatial analysis tools are now more accessible in web browsers, with view shed and shadow analysis being particularly important. Simulating shadow fall is crucial for ensuring favorable microclimates on the ground. And this analysis can be explored across scenarios to better understand trade-offs. And by leveraging these tools and these capabilities, urban planners and designers can make more informed decisions that contribute to sustainable and vibrant urban environments. We can also take this one step further as well, and we can view our data in a more immersive way. What we're looking at here is the city of Boston in this case, but we can take urban models from anywhere in the world and we can experience them on a virtual tabletop. And what's even better is we can immerse ourselves in the city that's on the tabletop and simulate things like weather and different times of day. And this offers us a whole new way to interact with data. When it comes to planning and designing city infrastructure, bringing together GIS and BIM, which stands for Building Information Modeling, is essential for developing a digital twin, combining the strengths of both of these disciplines to improve project outcomes. This integration seamlessly incorporates design information from 3D modeling tools, for example, Revit, into a geospatial context. For instance, imagine a bridge model along the Atlantic Road, which is a picturesque coastal route in central Norway. Throughout the design and construction phases, a live connection can link the geospatial model with the 3D design and the construction documentation. And this integrated approach integrates contextual information like points of interest and sensitive habitat zones, facilitating visualization of analysis results like, for example, flood risk assessments. And additionally, users can create new issue tickets directly within the application based on design data or contextual analysis. And then looking ahead, the design and construction twin enhances collaboration between teams. So solutions enable BIM and construction managers to view projects within their 3D context seamlessly. And this streamlined approach supports efficient visualization, asset querying, and sharing of project statuses and issues through a unified dashboard. Digital twins can also be used when it comes to planning operations. CERN stands out as one of our most advanced customers, boasting the world's largest particle physics laboratory and the renowned Large Hadron Collider, sprawled across France and Switzerland. And it basically functions akin to a small city. So CERN relies on GIS to oversee its vast infrastructure, which comprises of 18 sites, over 700 buildings, and a community of more than 15,000 scientists and students. And leveraging GIS, CERN efficiently maps and manages its intricate equipment, spanning outdoor installations and underground facilities, as well as interior spaces as well within buildings. CERN has also implemented a standardized indoor GIS data model campus-wide, empowering administrators to regulate security access to specific floors and areas. And moreover, staff also benefit from streamlined operations, so they can use a single application to allocate office space or reserve hot desks or book meeting rooms. So as CERN continues to expand its footprint as the largest laboratory globally, its future endeavors are bolstered by the implementation of an operational digital twin. And this fascinating example here comes from the city of Gothenburg in Sweden, showcasing their innovative integration of GIS with game engines. They're at the forefront of leveraging GIS with game engines to create a digital twin of the city, enabling them to test various planning and design decisions. And this approach allows them to measure alternatives and understand the impacts on mobility, particularly as cities transition away from car dependency. Gothenburg's digital twin also utilizes real-time data to assess and manage the delivery of crucial city services. And these immersive environments enable simulations like flood simulations, providing valuable insights for urban planning and resilience strategies. So this example here really underscores the transformative potential of combining GIS and game engines, paving the way for more effective decision-making and sustainable urban development practices. So why am I telling you all of this? I mean, aside from the fact that we've got the tools at our fingertips now to plan better cities and save our planet, but if that's not reason enough, I'm telling you this because I'd like to help you to level up. So these are the tools of innovation, and these are the tools that you can work into your creative processes right now. Digital twins offer a new frontier for collaboration and innovation. They facilitate cross-disciplinary teamwork, allowing professionals from different backgrounds to come together and explore ideas in a shared virtual space. So whether it's designing futuristic cityscapes or crafting lifelike virtual environments or simulating dynamic natural phenomena, digital twins can empower creatives to push the boundaries of imagination and creativity. And by embracing digital twins, creative industries can revolutionize their workflows, can streamline production processes, and deliver truly immersive experiences to audiences worldwide. So from film and animation to gaming and interactive media, the possibilities are there when creativity meets the power of digital twins. They offer a revolutionary approach to visualizing and understanding complex systems, making them an invaluable tool for creative professionals like yourselves across various industries. Imagine having a dynamic virtual replica of a real-world environment at your fingertips where you can explore, manipulate, and innovate without limitations. And for those of you who are listening and watching now who are in these creative industries, digital twins can also unlock a world of possibilities because they can provide a platform for immersive storytelling, enabling designers, artists, and filmmakers to bring their visions to life in stunning detail. By integrating real-time data and simulations, digital twins empower creatives to envision and simulate scenarios with unprecedented realism. Imagine being able to craft lifelike virtual worlds or enhance physical spaces with digital overlays, all while pushing the boundaries of imagination and creativity. So this is where XR comes into play, seamlessly blending virtual, augmented, and mixed realities to create captivating experiences that transcend traditional mediums. So if you're a filmmaker, a designer, an artist, or a storyteller, the fusion of digital twins with all of this real-world data and XR together opens up a world of possibilities for creating immersive narratives, interactive installations, and engaging experiences that captivate audiences in entirely new ways. And you can even bring your GIS data into Fortnite. So here we've got an example of GIS data being used in the Unreal editor for Fortnite, so UEFN, which is a PC application for designing, developing, and publishing games and experiences directly into Fortnite. So this GIF here shows a workflow bringing all available open data into UEFN and creating Fortnite levels based on real data quickly and easily. And to close off my presentation today, let's take a look at an example of a master plan created by Foster & Partners, who are a renowned architecture firm based in London. These master plans are more than just blueprints. They represent comprehensive spatial analyses, urban design strategies, and infrastructure planning for large-scale urban areas or districts. By integrating digital twin technologies such as advanced 3D modeling, geospatial data analysis, and simulation capabilities, these master plans can be transformed into these dynamic, data-driven virtual environments. And through digital twins, the planning and visualization process is elevated to new heights, offering real-time insights into proposed urban developments. And creative professionals, regardless of your background in GIS, you can leverage these tools to envision and design 3D environments with unprecedented precision and realism. By bridging the gap between architecture, technology, and urban planning, digital twins empower creative minds to shape cities in ways that were once unimaginable. So with that, I'm at the end of my presentation today. So thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much, Taisha, for blowing us away and for the motivation to level up. I mean, right? Who says looking at all the examples that you gave that work in any of those, let's say, spheres and industries where GIS or that GIS touches, like, why can this stuff not also be fun, right?
Right. Yeah, it was a I feel like I'm not quite fitting the mold here for this conference, but it is definitely still very, very relevant, right? So it was a pleasure to present this today, and hopefully people could take something away from this.
Yeah, no, it is highly relevant, because I think it's eye-opening for myself again, like every half a year, how much the progress is, or how much the boundary is pushed in the GIS realm, but how and everything seems to be, or everything is connected, right? There are, and this is why it's called kind of the 3D environment conference. It's real world, it's in kind of tools for the real world, it's tools for the creative spaces, fictional worlds, everything is connected. And this is why I think it's so important to bring everybody together, because right, I mean, you mentioned web technologies, you mentioned the whole AI and machine learning realm, you mentioned game technologies, and one of the most inspiring things of bringing everybody together, including GIS, is also to bring an inspiration to people that kind of to look into other industries in which they could also be working, and which might be right for them to work in also.
Right. Yeah, I don't see this going away anytime soon, so it's just going to get bigger.
So, if you personally would be able to work on, let's say, in one of those specific projects, or continue working on one of the projects that you presented, in which direction would you go, and kind of why? So, I mean, there's so much to unpack, right? Because there's flooding, there's flooding analysis, there's like wind farms, there's like everything is touched by GIS, and right.
I mean, yeah, as you said, a lot to unpack, tough question. And I also think that, you know, hopefully we're heading towards what I mentioned before, this interconnected system of systems, which means that, you know, I don't need to choose a particular project to work in, because all of it is going to work together, and I can, based on, you know, the day or whatever, what I need at the time, kind of go into a specific direction. But I mean, hopefully, ultimately, all of it is just going to be on one big high level, all interconnected, all together. And we can sort of tackle the projects that are relevant in that moment.
That's a really, really interesting thought, in the sense of that you're not working on a specific problem, but you can basically, if everything, or let's say if there's a universal digital twin of all the cities, of all the technologies, the whole IoT, that you can basically choose which project to work on. This is an absolutely fascinating thought.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're still a little way away from that. And there's also, I mean, let's not even go into a lot of the questions that something like that would raise, right? But I like the idea of being able to, you know, as something arises, a problem that needs to be tackled, needs to be tackled straight away with the right approach, to just be able to just have it there. Yeah, that's what I would want to do.
It's extremely inspiring. I'll need to process this. Let me see if there's a question. I don't see particularly a question right here at the moment.
Yeah, I dropped a lot on people.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. But again, I mean, if maybe we are a tiny little bit behind schedule, but I'm sure, or if you have a little bit of time to check out Discord, then you might get a few more questions.
Sure.
Now, I mean, let's say your position, your job is obviously, or the description kind of what you do as a job is enormously interesting, because you're literally at the forefront of all of those technologies coming together. How do you see because you started with kind of the positive impact on the planet that the technologies can bring, and over, let's say, over the career of, or over the span of your career, what's the biggest impact that you see that the technologies have already brought, in the sense of making things truly better so far?
I mean, I'd say, like, in my time, even at Esri, so I've been at Esri now for 8 years, and this whole digital twin topic at city level, that wasn't a thing 8 years ago. Or maybe it was, but certainly not at the scale that it is now. But I'm going to say it wasn't a thing, not a real thing 8 years ago. And now you see all these cities pushing forward, and a lot of cities obviously have all this data already. But I think, this is just my personal opinion here, but I mean, it was listed as one of the top 3 breakthrough technologies as well. But I think a big game changer here was being able to integrate this geospatial data into game engines as well. Like, the rise of game engines beyond traditional gaming, I think made a big difference in how suddenly, cities could employ a game artist who could bring in this data into this game engine and create at least, you know, a visual replica of the city.
Yeah, and the immersion also, what like mind-blowing to me is seeing just this web GIS visualization, and then you have like you drop the little like mannequin thingy, you place it in there, and then suddenly it loads the street view, and it's like complete street view right next to it, and okay, this is truly geographic data. This is so fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating.
I mean, that's the other thing too, is web tech has also just, you know, it's just made leaps and bounds, and what we can now render on the web, we couldn't do a few years ago, right? So I think those sort of things, just in general, we're moving quickly.
Absolutely. Yeah, but let's see. I still didn't get another question yet. I would say let's wrap it slowly up then.
Sounds good.
More questions, everybody run to Discord. I hope we're getting a few more questions there. And otherwise, obviously also, Taisha, if I'm getting some more questions from the audience, I'll reach out to you to get some replies.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much and enjoy
Thanks a lot,
your
Matt.
evening.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.